What's up, everyone? How are you? Greg, Mark, DMCK. What's up, Johnny? Dollar bill, y'all. So, guys, welcome. All right. Well, I guess I'll put this in here. I already know you guys are going to be in TTG tomorrow, so I'll put this for the noobs that come and see that. Baba booey, baba booey. So, another Tuesday is upon us. TTG Tuesday, of course, where we open everything up for free, and people come and trade with us. Hopefully make some money. Hopefully small caps are ripping tomorrow. That's what we like to see. How's my Jaguar? My Jaguar, so my mechanic, I've tried calling him and nothing. So I might have to seek an alternative. It'll be all right. It'll live. It's just a car. So, guys, how are you guys feeling about the market, right? A lot of fun trading. Actually, not too much fun. Not too much fun. Guys, today I had an awful day. I had an absolutely awful, rotten fucking day. Awful. Straight up awful. And you want to know why it was awful? I'll tell you. I'll tell you why it was awful. Because I was a disciplined trader today. And today was one of those days where being a disciplined trader really fucking bit you in the ass. Okay? So I'll just give you a quick rundown while people are coming in. Oh, Glennie, I like to hear that. So I got into some IWM puts, 140 puts, and the thing wasn't moving all day, and the premium or the option was just bleeding, and I stuck to like a 210 stop on it. So I was only looking to give up like 40 cents, and it got to the point where I was like, man, the market looks like it can go, and IWM just continues to just bleed. So, and I said to everybody, I go, look, I think this is going to be at 140. This is going to go under 140, but I'm like, I can't just sit here in this position and just watch it die. So, I decided to stop out. And part of the reason I stopped out was because I was in another trade, which was Roku calls. And the point that I was making was I don't like to be in an index put and something else in a call. So in this case, a technology call or vice versa. It's like pick a side. Like if I'm going to be in puts and calls, it's got to be specific. I rarely ever am in both at the same time. So I was like, look, well, I feel a little bit more comfortable about Roku. So Roku, I tried to get into 116 calls at the open. A couple people did. And it went from $3.70 over $5. So I missed that. So I was pissed. So I set a bunch of bids. I pulled a bunch of bids, and I left a bid at $3.30. Completely forgot about it. I was like, I'm trading IWM. Completely forgot about it. And all of a sudden, guess what? I now own, almost $10,000 worth of calls. And I was like, fuck. So I was pissed. I gave myself a tight stop, which I didn't stick to, of $3, and Roku just started to slide, and it starts just cutting through all these levels, and I'm just like, all right. So this is when I get out of IWM, because I'm like, look, I gotta back a horse. I'm gonna back Roku. So I stay in the Roku position, and Roku is just going down. I average down, I buy some more, and now I'm in pretty deep. And you know, it looks like it's turning, and then all of a sudden it just gets fucking slammed. And now I'm like, if this thing breaks below 1250, it's or $112.50, I go, it's going to be fucking nightmare. And I was like, I've already taken a loss on IWM. I'm like, I can't stay in this position. I got to stick to you know, my risk management. So I get out. Fucking thing just goes like this. I got my average down from 330 to 276, but I ended up taking a pretty big loss on it. And IWM I didn't really care about because that selling that option ended up being the right move, even though after I sold it, it went under 140. So it was just a frustrating day. And then at the end of the day, I was like, oh, should I buy some SPY calls end of the day for the pump? They were like 40 cents. I was like, I'll buy 50 of them and just, you know, try and make a few bucks. And I was like, you know what? Don't do that. Be disciplined. That's what you need to do. And SPY went to 305. The option went to $1.78, and I was just like, fuck this day. So yeah. So yeah, that was my day. But guys, this is what the market's like. I hate this market. I really do. But this is what I'm going to tell you. And fucking God is my witness. If you're into that sort of thing, that, you know, when we get out of this type of trading that's going on in the market, this just cloud of uncertainty, but, you know, these injections of pumps and repos and, you know, Fed rally news, you know, once we go back to the good old fashioned textbook, like, hey, if a company does this, it should trade at this. If a company makes that, you know, blah, blah, where it's like balance and there's some kind of equilibrium, you guys are going to be much, much better traders. Because right now, like, honestly, if I was you know, it was almost like I wish I was just a stupid hodler, you know, or I would have hodled that position, that Roku position to, you know, like it would have been a nice win instead of like a big loss. So it's just really tough to just kind of watch. And then I scalped a few things and got out of them too soon. So, you know, I try and do a couple scalps if I have a rough day, you know, just to kind of get my confidence going end of the day to go into the next day. And all it did was piss me off more. And I was profitable on both of them. So it was a Beyond Meat 135 call and an American Airlines put that I was in for like 10 minutes. So much news pumping. Yeah, you know, it thanks, Zuga. Yeah, you know, look, you know, with like losing, guys, losing is part of it, you know. Even my wife today. So my wife's working from home, and she's, you know, because she can, and she's watching the TV. I'm like, I was in my office. I was like moving around I was like fucking walking in circles all day today. I was just pacing, brooding, so angry. And my wife was like yelling at the TV about the market. She's like, why the fuck is the market going up right now? She's like, all the news is bad. She's like, why? Because housing was good, pending home sales. And I'm like, yeah, you know, you're kind of preaching to the choir. So, you know, Sean, that's a perfect example. Like Facebook today. I looked at it at like 2:13 and I was like, should I buy puts? And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to stay away from Facebook. But I wasn't thinking, hey, let's go buy calls. This thing's going to rally back to 220. Fucking nuts. Roku dropped $12. $12. Why the fuck would it? And it just decided like, hey, yeah, we're below the resistance. Yeah, we've cut through a bunch of resistance, and supports, I should say. Let's just fucking jump $3 in like the last final in the final hour of the day. So, Glenny, imagine if Afria and Aurora merged. Not happening. So anyway, tomorrow's a new day, as you guys said, but it's also TTG Tuesday, which I love. I really do. This is actually my favorite day of the week because usually it's the day that I'm like the most disciplined. Why the fuck is it? Why did it do that? I don't know why it does just the V. Boom, boom. So there's the link for TTG Tuesday. So TTG Tuesday is we open up True Trading Group to the fucking public, and you come and trade for free. It's always a good day if small caps are good, all right? And I want small caps to do good tomorrow, but I also want the Russell 2000 to fucking die. I'm going to short that fucking thing. I'm going to short that pig. I was hoping Roku would break. If Roku went under $110, it was going to be game on for me. Greg, just click on the link. Click on the link, and then you just go for. Yeah, you know what, Glenny? I might actually just buy SRTY because it's so cheap. It's like what, $10, $11? Let me look at that fucking thing. So let me look at SRTY while I'm here. Please bear with me. 1120. Yeah, fucking buy that thing. It's a high on that in the last 3 months. Dude, almost $40. I'll be fucking happy with 20, to be honest with you. I'll be happy with 15 on SRTY. Oh, yeah. So, guys, SRTY, in case you are not sure, aware, it's the Ultra, it's the ProShares Ultra Pro Short Russell 2000. So, basically, it's an inverse of the Russell 2000. Okay. So, Russell 2000, which is small caps, does bad. That one does good. So, that symbol is SRTY. I'll write it out for you guys because I'm a gentleman and a scholar. Greg Martin, I'm so stoned. It's good to hear. Thoughts on FSLY from my buddy Fastly Inc. Ew. Down almost 10% today. Just, I mean, is this an all-time high for it? It looks like it. Look, that volume sick, but dude, that is about as parabolic a move as you can get. So if you're not aware, a parabolic move, it's what I call the Empire State Building or the Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower probably a little better because Eiffel Tower is a little curved, right? It goes straight up. Most parabolic moves come down or have a huge cool down period. So maybe on FSLY, it's just having a huge cool down period. Now, I don't know why. Oh, ooh. Huh. So this is new. So this just started trading. Holy fuck. All right. It had my curiosity, now it has my attention. As, what was his name? Calvin Candy from Django says. Mike, do you know the float on that? So the float is the amount of stock that's free trading in the market. I'm going to, ready, watch this. I'm going to add this to a streamer of mine. iPad mini, it's been a tank, huh? 77 million. I got to look at this. This is fucking. Oh, fuck. Sorry. All right, when I looked at this, I put it on the 3-year chart, and it said June, and I was like, holy shit, this thing just started trading in June? But it was June 2019. I thought it was June 19th. So the reason I was asking was I thought maybe this just went public, and because of the volume, maybe the float got locked up. But that's still, it's traded the float. So if the float's 77 million, let's see, 20, let's call that 20. So this thing's traded like 120 million shares in the last 5 days. So it's turned the float. I'm going to have to take a look at it closer. That's really interesting. The thing that's really interesting is the volume. I don't know what their news was or anything. Honestly, like, I've seen the ticker. I've just never looked at the stock. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, it's fucking going to the moon, or it's good, you know, it's going to tank. I really have no idea. I don't even know what the fuck they do. They can make fucking seatbelts or dildos, and I don't know. I mean, that must be a fucking great dildo to make that move from 20 bucks. No, I didn't pick up GPAC. Oh, iPad mini. Don't tell TTG, tell me. I probably still won't trade it, to be honest with you. Oh, it's a cloud-based service. It's interesting. I like cloud companies. Twilio is a great one. The first one that I think it's ATTU was the first cloud company I invested in like 2013. I was ahead of the game. Sorry. I can sound like my garage door opened. Anyway, what about Cybin? Oh, Michael, if I trade FSLY and make a coffee machine worth of profit, I will get you. I'll send you a coffee machine. Cybin. So Cybin's a magic mushroom company that I'm invested in. All right. It did its last financing at 64 cents Canadian. I tweeted something about them earlier. So they're going public, it seems like, in August. Or that's what they're gunning for, late August, which is fine with me. I like to hear that because, you know, I don't like, like I'm in a lot of private placements right now that just haven't gone public. So what a private placement is, basically you're investing in a company before it goes public. That's as simple as I can put it. But because you're basically taking on that risk, you're getting stuff at a cheaper price. But with that, you've got a lockup period. The lockup period would be anywhere from 6 months to 12 months to whatever. On Cybin, my lockup period is actually longer. So I opted to invest at a cheaper valuation, but with longer lockup periods. So basically, if I wanted to sell my entire position In Cybin, I would only be able to do it 3 years from the IPO date. So yeah, it's a risk, but there's also benefits to that. And I can actually go into it. Brooklyn Mushroom going solar soon. Damn. Yeah, so Cybin, I'd show it. I mean, usually if I didn't see, if I do this, you'll see the light. I think I've showed it to you before. No, I'll read it to you because I have it saved on my favorites. All right, ready? On the listing date, I can sell 10% of my position. Okay, 6 months from the listing date, 15%. 12 months after that, 15, and then 18 months, 24 months, 30 months, 36 months. So basically, I'll be able to sell 15% every 6 months. All right. So if which actually helps you in some respects, right? Because think about it this way. So I know guys that invested in Canopy. All right. I'm not going to give that person's name, but I know somebody that had 2 million shares of Canopy Growth. Okay, ready? You guys are going to throw up. And you guys might know who I'm talking about. So he had 2 million shares of Canopy Growth. And he sold it, okay, for like $4. $4. $4, $5. Maybe he got some off at $6, right? Hey, that's fucking great. Made almost 10 million bucks. Until it went to $50. Could you imagine? Now, all of us have left money on the table, but have you ever left $90 million on the table? It's so bad that he has like PTSD about Canopy Growth. He's like, I don't fucking mention that ticker to me. Don't fucking, But yeah. So how does one get involved in private placements? Is it just through word of mouth? No. So you've got to, like, if I wasn't the wolf, okay? So like, obviously I know a lot of people in just the markets, right? I have people, like, for a lot of these mushroom companies, a lot of mushroom companies wanted me to join their board. They wanted to give me stock. And I've turned them down for the most part. I mean, not for the most part. I've turned them all down. And it's just because I'm like, I don't want my name associated with this. And two, I'm like, it's like, I'd rather invest in a company and I don't want to be beholden to a company or let there be like expectations from a company that I'm investing in. So that's one part. So now, because I invest in some of these companies, I mean, if I'm buying like IPO shares, I'm not putting it in my fucking E-Trade, right? So I have like special brokerage where, when it comes to like investing in like Airbnb or Uber before it went public, like something like that, they basically would say, hey, we're doing this offering in, let's say, WeWork. And they send you the prospectus, and there's somebody that'll work with you and be like, they'll try and put their people in, and you basically say yes or no. I mean, obviously you have to write them a check, but yeah, you have to be an accredited investor, which means that, you basically have like a net worth over $1 million, or you've made, I think it's like $500,000. If you make $500,000 a year for more than 2 years, you're considered accredited. But honestly, the whole accredited thing, it's just it's basically to protect them. So I know a lot of people, and I know maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm I'm not telling you to do this, so let me make that clear. I'm not telling you to do this. But in all seriousness, a lot of people just check the box, right? So a lot of these cannabis companies, when they went public, fucking everybody that was doing these private placements wasn't an accredited investor, but it was like $4,000, $5,000, $10,000, like, minimums and maximums. So they weren't, they're taking the risk, but they made a fucking killing. Like T-God, that first private placement was 35 cents. It was 1,000% gain from after the shares became free trading. Oh, Rob, that was a really fun one-on-one. I had 2 good one-on-ones today. You guys are like in the same area. Well, we're not in the same area. Same states, Wisconsin and Michigan. Time for free after you come to the member 5-day week. Oh. Yeah, so AJB Soccer. So yeah, you can do TTG Tuesday. I think we've got a cap now to twice. We'll see. I'll see if Adam made the changes. But our prices, so we're going to increase the prices. Like we're getting a lot of people coming in there, and it's a fucking great service, guys. We just guys, have you guys been using the paper trading platform? So now we have a platform in there where for the newcomers and the noobs that want to learn about investing, it's a paper trading simulator, which is pretty cool. We're going to have a bunch of other stuff. DMCK, what about X? So US Steel. US Steel, fuck, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. It's a short week. We'll see if we can get down to $7. So I have $7 puts. And it's not looking too good. We'll see. I mean, that one can turn on a dime too. But I bought them at 25 cents. So if I fucking lose it, I lose it. How secure is the website? It's really secure. It's a weird question. I've actually never gotten that question. Yeah, so we actually employ a full-time developer. But yeah. Mostly scalping discussion on TTG? No. It's everything, Craig. It's small caps. It's anything that's trading, right? So we've got scanners, so we're seeing what's got volume. We're looking at, I mean, you really just have to come in and check it out. Like I'll completely undersell it. I mean, a lot of people that are on here right now have started with TTG Tuesday. Does the short week cause time decay to accelerate? Yeah, I mean, it does. Short weeks suck. This is usually a really bad trading week anyway. So this week of the year, I always say that this week and the week of Christmas are like the 2 worst weeks. Or the week, yeah, that whole Christmas to New Year's time period fucking blows. And for some reason, July 4th always blows. Also, I think the mutual funds are going to end up, they rebalance tomorrow. So they've got to do, I didn't even think of that. I wonder if tomorrow, like, we're just going to get some, like, pressure, like some shit just under pressure. Was I part of any other group before? No, I had my own trading service back in 2014, which is wolfofweedstreet.com. And after like 6 months, I got really tired of it and just shut it down. It was just boring. I just didn't have fun with it. It also wasn't like that set up. It was really simple. But we had a bunch of people on there, and we were trading weed, and it was like we were going through like a bear market. But no, I was not part of another group. Trust me, it took a lot for me to join a true trading group. Because I've been asked to do my own site, to join other sites, but I've seen TTG since before it was to once it started. So Tilray. Actually somebody asked me about Tilray options today, and he was looking at the September $10 calls. And I was actually like, it's actually a pretty good option. I might take a look at that. I mean, do I like Tilray? No. What's up, OG Khan? When do I think the election pot stocks will intersect? I'd say September. That's what I'm putting it at. So I think that the pot stocks will be back in September. That's just my viewpoint. Am I happy to see Canopy invest more money in USA company like Acreage Holdings and TerraSend? No, I really don't give a shit, Zuga, because Canopy to me is just a trade. I mean, I think anything in Canada right now is just a trade. Right now. I do think that the US MSOs are going to provide a big boost to the Canadians, just like the Canadians provided a big boost to the US companies when they were running. So that paradigm is just kind of going to flip. But I think if you want to be a long-term investor, especially in pot stock, then you're going to want to be in the United States, because it really comes down to one thing. And it's so simple, and it's something that people often miss, and it's population. We have 10 times the amount of people that Canada has. We also have catalysts. We have safe banking, we have federal legalization, and we've got maybe cannabis being rescheduled, which will be a precursor to federal legalization. So we've got the catalyst, we've got the population, and honestly, the MSOs are growing. They're selling more and more and more, and they're just expanding, right? They weren't in an arms race the way the Canadians were in an arms race to, buy out every fucking little company and, plant flags all over Europe and South America and all this shit. The US companies couldn't do any of that. Yeah. States Act. Thank you. Safe banking, blah, blah, blah. Have fun on vacation, man. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Cura unlocks July 2nd, or is it July 1st? It's only 16 million shares. Curaleaf, I think, actually did a really good job with their unlock, to be perfectly honest with you. That actually might be something that I take a look at. But the real big unlock that I'm going to be keeping a huge eye on is TrueLeaf. So, yeah. Mark, is tomorrow the last day for the TTG Wolf code? I believe so. I mean, the prices are going to go up. So it's like tomorrow, it's like shit or get off the pot, Oh, so for everybody that's joining me, guys, if you are new to the channel, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, blah, blah, blah. Basically just jack up the algorithm so more people see me. I'm just going to tell you. That's exactly what I'm asking you for. When you hit the like button, so right now we're at 22 because, you know, you guys want to be dickheads. When more people like this, then, you know, more people will see it. More people are like, oh, look. Okay, ready? Watch this. If you're not a dickhead, hit the like button. Okay, now ready for this? Watch this voodoo shit. If you don't hit the like button, you're going to have a red day tomorrow. Put the fucking wolf voodoo curse on you. Was that fucked up? Was that fucked up? God, man, a lot of you want to have red days. God. Really red days, because I'm in the 30s, and you guys know how I feel about likes in the 30s. You type with one finger? Yes, I do type with one finger. Actually, I type with two. Sometimes, you know. No, I don't type with one finger. Well, I type with like 4 fingers. I type with these 2 fingers. I know that was fucked up, but now look, I got 42 likes, guys. So thank you. So are there any other brain busters? Any other brain busters? Guys, and I sing, and I have the voice of, I've been told I have the voice of an angel. You know, I was almost in sync. Just kidding. That never actually happened. I am in the States. So I am in Florida. Ooh. Boeing continuation. Yeah, maybe. Am I looking for a Roku bounce soon? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to make of Roku right now. See, I don't like to trade Roku when it's between where it is right now, basically. When it's between $112 and $118, I don't want to trade it. And that's the God's honest truth. I don't want to trade Roku when it's here. Why? Because it's like a fucking no man's land for the stock. I've seen how this stock has performed in the teens. I mean, it's like, the crazy thing is I feel a lot more comfortable buying calls when this thing is in the 120s than I do right now at like 115. I mean, today I got burned on 116 calls, and that one is probably going to turn out to be a fucking huge winner, and I'm going to just be really, really fucking pissed at myself. Do I have my cron calls still? No. Those were 650 calls. Those were only weeklies. Baby, come back. What's up, Mark Welsh? Where in Florida am I? You're not a serial killer, are you? I'm in Fort Lauderdale area. It's really big. I'm in a gated community. There's on an island. There's a moat around my island. It's actually true, and there's like little gators in it. Wait. That crap about. Hold on. You guys weren't joking around with Aurora and Afria merging? I don't know why. I don't think that. I think that that's bullshit. You thought I was a Canuck all the time? Hell no. I love the Canadians, though. I wish. The merger talk was all over the place. You know, I was talking to Bruiser tonight about it. Well, not about Afra. I just talked to. We were just texting before. I have to ask him about it. So, I mean, look, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities. And, you know, Bruiser, love him or hate him, you know, tends to get some gems. But I don't know. I mean, I don't see how it would work or why it would work. I mean, I actually hate the idea. I think Afria should just do Afria, but, I think in that scenario, Aurora clearly is the beneficiary. I don't think Afria shareholders would be psyched about that. So if you're holding Afria and they do that, I'd be pissed. If you're holding Aurora, fuck yeah, I'd be cheering for it. Yeah, fucking let's do it. So yeah. So let's see where futures are at. Guys, I am fucking shot, man. Fucking shot. Guys, I showered in my office bathroom today. So I have a bathroom, obviously, in my office. I've showered in it once, and it's a really nice shower. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to shower in here. It was great. I just want to tell you that it was great. I should switch to showers. Fuck. The VIX is almost 1% up. It's fuck, guys. Guys, it's always fucking green. All right, Mark. I'll see you in chat tomorrow. Office shower. Well, I mean, I have a fucking nice office. You guys want to see my office shower? I'll show it to you. The Gilead pump. With remdesivir is the drug that the price for remdesivir, fuck man, I hope I don't get coronavirus. If you have insurance, the price of the drug is going to be like $3,500 or some shit. It's just fucking nuts. All right, AJB Soccer, that's cool. I'm looking forward to it. Tell your friends. Feel free to tweet the link out. Make sure you tag at Wolf of Weed Street. Where do lots of YouTubers from the garage? All right, I'll show you. Oh, okay. So, what's so wacky? My office. All right. So you see I got a lot of cool shit. There's, me and my wife. This is Andy Warhol. There's a Stormtrooper. There's a lightsaber. Infinity Gauntlet. It's my grandfather. See him down there? He's like laying. Stop the liquor store robbery. Some shit. It's my most valuable player for Florida cannabis. Got some stuff. Yeah, that's my office. Oh, guys, you want to know a secret about my office? Don't tell anybody. That's a bed. So that's a bed. That bed is more comfortable than my bed. I've never had to sleep in the office yet, so. Oh, yeah, so this is actually cool. Let me show you. So, this is actually my eyeball. That's my iris. This is my iris. So I got two of them. So they sent me this little one because I put them on my Instagram. So they sent me a little one. You get a little. I get some perks, guys. I get some perks. It's really nice. I actually had that shot in Spain. Skateboard from 30 years ago. So that Star Wars skateboard, one of my Twitter followers gave it to me. sent it to me. But yes, I had a half pipe. My first real good skateboard was a Steve Caballero. And then I had a Mike McGill board. And obviously I was part of the Bones Brigade. Did I have a job before you went full-time trader? Yes, I did. I went into worst case scenarios. So I did disaster consulting for one of the biggest disaster firms in the world. I got pimp fur coats. I got fur coats, guys. You know, we'd do a whole fucking episode of Cribs, walk you through my house. I got a lot of fucking stupid shit. Let's see. I don't got anything good in here. Sorry. Let's see. Anything good? Passport. Oh, you want to see what my wife got me for Father's Day? It's for my AirPods. It's an AirPod case. How sick is that? Yeah, I have a national championship ring around here somewhere, but I can't seem to find it. But anyway, yeah. So yes, so now you can unlock my iPhone. Oh, you know what? My iPhone, that shit doesn't work anymore. It just never. Oh. Sending your cert shortly. Thoughts on SHLL? Mark, I did not get into that trade today. I don't trade small caps usually or really ever. I traded a small cap last week. What was that one? AVPO or AVTO or some shit like that. I don't know. I was literally in it for 30 seconds. Literally. You know, sometimes I take advantage when you guys play these small caps, but I was fucking like, what's my favorite pot stock under $1? I don't have one. I don't know. I don't have a pot stock under $1 that I like. Oh, APVO. Thank you. Yeah, I was in that for 30 seconds, literally. And then I got yelled at by Mike because I was trading it on my phone and not with hotkeys. Greg, I really don't. Okay, MJNE. MJNE. That's a lot. No, it's not T-God. I hate T-God. Fuck T-God. There we go. It's like sideways. Did I make money on that 30-second trade? I sure did. I mean, not a lot. I bought 500 shares at $9 and then sold at $9.61. So I made $305. That's actually not bad for 30 seconds. Ooh, silver and gold the next couple of years. Well, gold is a tricky one because if there's a rush, there's a flight to cash, then gold is going to suffer, which we actually saw that in April, like first week of April. Silver, I'm not like a silver bug. Like I actually own silver, but it's physical silver. This is going to sound really fucked up, but it's like I'll invest in silver when there's like some kind of war going on because there's a lot of silver in like cruise missiles and shit. You think MJNE will go? I'm guessing you were going to say you'll go up. They're a legit company. Nobody knows about them. And I helped put that deal together. And they don't know anything about capital markets. That's the problem with those guys. You heard the Fed manipulates silver a lot. No, I think the thing with silver is if everybody called in their silver certificates, there probably wouldn't be enough silver. Profit is profit. Did you see the big MJ call purchase today? I actually did, but I didn't see the strike price. Glennie, what was the strike price on that? And what was the date? I didn't see the date. I saw the open interest. Should I invest in MJ&E? That's up to you. I'm never going to tell you what to buy. I mean, you know, I'll tell you what I'm buying. Yeah. Todd reported it. Todd Harrison, my buddy. He just had a birthday, guys. Hope you wished him happy birthday. Fuck. I think what's up with the X puts Wolf? I don't know, Leroy. Where do I expect the MJ&E stock to be in a year or two? Well, it depends. People need to, you know, it doesn't matter. They could do a million things right, but if nobody buys the stock, who gives a shit? But I will say this. It does have one of the lowest floats in all pot stocks. Yeah, sure, Rob. So the question is, how did I become the Wolf of Weed Street? Okay. Here's the quick version, the Cliff Notes version. I got stoned one night. So when I first started investing in pot stocks in 2013, there was no fucking information out there. So I was using people on Twitter to see if some companies were scams, if they were real, whatever, because you know, like everything was a penny stock, and it's just so fucking hard to see. Now Colorado had just gone legal, and right around it was January 3rd, 2014. The Wolf of Wall Street was coming out, and I got stoned at home, and I was like, Wolf of Weed Street, that's a funny name. So I went on Twitter, and I was like, I wonder if somebody has it. I was like, somebody has to have it. Nobody had it, so I grabbed it. And my whole thing was, all right, I'm going to be like the anti-Jordan Belfort. I'm going to try and use people as like boots on the ground. So I started doing that. And like 10 days later, now pot stocks started just going nuts. And one of my buddies called me and was like, sell all of your pot stocks. And I was like, why would I sell all my pot stocks? And he was like, I've got a Bloomberg terminal. And I was like, what's a Bloomberg terminal? He's like, there's big short positions building and all these things. And he's like, I talked to another one of our friends. His name is Yusi. He's like, he said, you're killing it in pot stocks. So I took a look, and I have this long conversation. Guy says, I was like, I'm not fucking selling. And literally when I'm on the phone with him, my position went from 50,000 to 75,000, like my portfolio. And mind you, I only invested like 10 grand. So I was like, I'm not fucking selling. I'm fucking killing it. I'm getting rich on my screen. And I was like, you know what? I'll tweet the warning he just gave me. So I tweeted the warning. I was like, just talked to a fun guy I know, says there's a sector takedown in effect. You've been warned. Now I had like 500 followers, and all of a sudden, like an hour later, the sector dropped 60%. And my 75 became 29,000. And I was like, oh my God. But I was like, you know what? You did tweet the warning. So people started following me. And now I've been looking at the sector so hard because at my other job, I was just like, had nothing to do. So I was basically calling out which ones were going to bounce just by, you know, watching them like all day. And I just started fucking calling winner, winner, winner. And I took that one position that I had and broke it up into like 10 positions. And I just started trading. And then I took it a step further. I started like contacting the companies, interviewing CEOs, and then finding gems. And long story short, my portfolio did 6,300% from August of 2013 to April 2014. And that's how the Wolf of Weed Street was born. So yeah, I made a couple millionaires. I got a lot of cool swag. Men's Journal did a piece on me. Penthouse did a piece on me. High Times, Vice, Forbes, BBC. And it just kind of got bigger from there. So yeah, it was a fun time. I'm going to be in U.S. News and World Report. And I had them change, not just owner of marijuanastocks.com, which I'm an owner, but head trader at True Trading Group. Head trader just sounded better than trader at True Trading Group. So yeah. Yeah, Johnny B. I want to know too. What was the strike on that MJ? Dollar Bill. He is the head trader. Do I hold any green thumb long? I don't hold any pot stocks long right now. I mean, I do, but not any kind of size. Oh, the $15 strike. What the fuck is MJ at? You know what the expiration date on that was? Oh, okay. 5,000 MJ August 15th calls at 40 cents. Somebody paid 200 grand for August 15th. When does GW Pharma report? GWPH. That's a weird call to buy. But it falls directly in line with when I said pot stocks were going to go back up, which is early September. Were the stocks you traded back then OTC weed stocks? Yeah, all of them were OTC weed stocks except GW Pharma. I bought GW Pharma at $32. Oh, 11 p.m. futures watch. Ooh, let's see. Are we getting a little pumpy? Not really. A little. I mean, VIX is down slightly. Small cap futures, red. S&P. So Dow, barely green. S&P, barely green. NASDAQ, a third of a point. NASDAQ always outperforms. Small caps are red, barely 0.07%. VIX up 0.85%. There you go. Okay, so GW Pharma is 10% of the index, Chronos 9%. And then I'm guessing Canopy, Afria, Scott's Miracle Grow, IIPR, PW. Okay, that's just what I would figure. So then you just have to figure out what does that move imply on MJ. So that would be 10% increase. So what would 10% be? It would be $1.60. Would be, so then you'd go $7 Chronos calls August 15th. You'd go Canopy 1750 calls August 15th. You'd go Tilray $11 calls August 15th. There you go. You just got 3 fucking home run trades. And I think that those are all good trades anyway. I would just buy XRP gal. I love her. She's so great. Taxes on 63%. Yeah, easy. 40%. 40%. And you can only write off $3,500. Believe it or not, I actually did better in 2015, portfolio wise. So from that 6,300%, it ended up going, I went year over year, 100%, and then 350%, and then like 200%. Why does the SPY have a Monday and Tuesday expiration date? I've never actually, I don't know. It's a really good question. I don't know, because they want to be dicks. Because it's like the most heavily traded option, and they want winners and losers. I hope tomorrow goes red in the morning, because I'm just gonna fucking buy calls. Fuck it, I'm buying calls. So yeah, guys. So tomorrow is TTG Tuesday. You can trade for free. You can subscribe to me here, and then I give you a hand job, or somebody else will give you a hand job. This guy named Edward, I know, he's got scissor hands. So yeah. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. It's been great. I'm going to watch futures. I'm going to smoke some weed. Let's just be honest. Make sure you like this, whatever we call it, this friendly conversation between people. Tell people to subscribe to me if you want to be cool and have a really green week. But if you want to have a red week, just don't hit that like button. If you want to have a green day tomorrow, you hit that like button. If you haven't already done so, if you want to be a complete douchebag, hit the unlike button and go fuck yourself. But no, guys, have a good night. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, we'll have fun tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. I feel it in my bones. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. All right. Bye.